How about some tunes?
We've got some great tunes for you this morning.
Bang out a few tunes.
Yeah, he's loony, just like his tunes.
Good tunes, good brew, good buddy.
Said I dig your groovy tunes, man.
I mean, Led Zeppelin didn't write tunes that everyone liked.
Hey, what happened to the tunes, man?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Good Tunes. I'm Timmy Good Tunes. Thank you for coming back. Thank you. Make sure you like and subscribe and all that business. This is Roger Y. He's here with us once again. So this next track, numero cinco, number 5, Triceratops.
Oh, shit.
Triceracop. Has kind of a funny thing about it. Because I'd
I feel
say
like I'm supposed to know what you're gonna say.
Well, when I say
it out.
well, within our band,
Yeah.
it's probably our least favorite song.
Right.
But for our supporters,
Yeah.
it's probably their favorite song.
Yeah, I mean, I remember like that boardwalk story I was telling about, like being on there and getting like fucked with for having the backpack.
Right.
I remember that was like the go-to one, man. That everybody was like, "Oh, this is like melodic hardcore." It's
Yeah.
like what a lot of people were like calling it. I'm like, okay, what's melodic hardcore? I didn't know it. Like, I was still new to like this genre being in it at all, so I didn't even know
Right.
what to call any of it.
Right.
And we were talking about the T-shirts. Like the T-shirts were Triceratops. Like that was the fucking staple, man. I guess like part of it. Like, did we make the T-shirts because Triceratops got popular, or did Triceratops get popular because we made them T-shirts? That's not rhetorical. I genuinely don't remember.
Probably got popular because of the T-shirts.
Right?
I feel like you guys, we had those T-shirts.
Triceratops.
We had those T-shirts
Forever.
before we released anything.
Yeah,
didn't we?
probably. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
All right, so 3 horns.
Right.
Right? Prehistoric dinosaur.
Right.
I mean, a lot of people think that all dinosaurs with the horns over there are Triceratops. They're not. I forget the proper terms for what they all are, but they're not.
Right.
Like Triceratops is a specific species.
Right.
A lot
Of
people just
dinosaur.
think like every dinosaur
Like it's
that
it's
has,
like
you know,
Jurassic, and
yeah,
then there's another
Thoracic,
another
No, that's
Jurassic
your bad.
something.
Mesozoic.
It's something like that. Yeah.
Mesozoic,
Yeah.
maybe?
Well, the thing about it is that Jurassic Park lied to us that we figured out.
Oh,
that
dude,
they don't
even
look
get
the
me
way they
started.
look. They weren't as big as they or something. Or they all had hair and feathers. They looked more like birds or something.
Yeah,
They didn't sound like that.
But ironically, the fucking in Jurassic Park, he's talking about like, Dr. Alan Grant has the book about how they really come from fucking birds,
Right.
Like they or birds evolved
yeah.
from dinosaurs, rather.
Yeah.
So it's like you would think if you're gonna put that in a movie, then give the motherfucker some feathers. Like, all right, it still looks like a lizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's a plot hole. That's what you call that. Newman. Fucking Newman.
Newman.
Triceratops. Yeah, it's a very like you were saying. It's not as exciting as the other songs. It doesn't really grab you. Why do you think people like it? Why do you think they?
I just think it's not as chaotic as the other ones.
It's kind of paint by numbers.
Yeah, that's a pretty good way to describe it. Like I don't want to water it down and say it's basic, but it's more tangible in the sense like it's not 90 things going on the whole time. Like
If we wanted to get a song on from here on the radio,
Yeah.
it'd be Triceratops.
yeah, because it's your more like intro, verse, chorus,
Yeah.
bridge, chorus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's the standard.
And that goes to show why pop songs are made that way,
yeah,
because
the other ones are
it's
more
like
fun, but this is
scientifically
just
it's
Yeah.
comfortable,
right.
and you could just grab onto it. It's like, oh, I know this part because it's gonna repeat again, and then I know this is gonna then it's this and this is rather than
Yeah. Well, it's also too. It's like I feel like as you go more into that like genre of pop or like classic rock or anything that's on the radio, like think about a chorus, man. Like you're supposed to have everyone singing with you. That's what a chorus is,
Yeah.
or a choir.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, well, if we're only giving you one chorus, like nobody learned the fucking words.
Yeah.
Or if they did, they only had one shot to sing it if they already knew it.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have 3 in a song, it's like if it's a catchy hook, like. All right, first time you heard it, second time you tried to sing half of it. By the last chorus, you probably have it down.
yeah.
If it's catchy enough, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then people were singing with you that never even knew you existed. Whereas like half of our songs didn't even give that opportunity, but this one did.
So we're gonna take a little break and with a word from our sponsor. One of our sponsors is called J&R Videography. My boy Jesse Rafter's video production company. Make sure you guys hit him up. And if you guys mention Good Tunes or the Idiot Box or Timmy Good Tunes, anything like that, when you're doing business with him, he'll knock off 10% on whatever you guys are trying to get filmed. He does videography, photography, weddings, bar mitzvahs, corporate events, webcasting, photos for social media, Instagrams, marketing, things like that. JNR Videography. JRaftervideo.com. Put information down here and links to his website and YouTube in the description box. So make sure you check that out. JNR Videography. Timmy Good Tunes. Mention Timmy Good Tunes to Jesse Rafter. Good Tunes Idiot Box to Jesse Rafter, and he'll knock off 10% from the biz, whatever you guys getting him to do. All right. Yeah. So let's get into it.
Yeah, man.
Frustration, impatience, is this my destiny? We face the war together. With hands around the throne.
So basically about being in a band.
Yeah.
What you say? And just like going through the shit and trying to make it.
Yeah, I like I was saying in like earlier episodes, like I guess I didn't really have like a definitive concept of what fate was. Like at times I'm like, fuck it, I don't need fate. I'll make my own way. And
right.
And that's like when you're like, forcing yourself through the fear, like the fight versus flight, and you're like, fuck that. Like that's what Feast is. It's more aggressive. It feels like fuck fate. I don't believe in fate or destiny. I got this. But it's like inside you're like, holy fuck, man, I really hope this is worth it. Because like at the time for me, it was like I had good grades. I had played sports beforehand. Like I used to chill with like a different set of people. So it was like, all right, I left a lot of this shit behind hoping that this was going to be the ticket. Hope it is. You know what I mean? And it's like, hope it's my fate, It's like, no, I'm going to make it. It's like that struggle, At some point you have to feel like you need to because it makes you work harder. And that's what I feel like is the driving force that gets people there that do make it. But the other part is like, you don't fucking know, man. Like you could write some bullshit ass song, and out of the 20 ones that you put your heart and soul into, nobody cares, and you write some like minute 30-second thing that you fucked around in the shower with when you were stoned. That's really catchy, bro. Like you don't know.
Yeah.
And I was just like touching on that, man, because like I don't know. I guess my parents were more like concerned at that point. So like you're at that age, 16, 17, hanging out with older kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Knowing that they're drinking, smoking, whatever,
Yeah.
and you're like. My parents are probably like, you're good in school. We have 2 more years. Don't fuck this up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I felt a lot of that pressure, and it was just like, all right, I'm going to take this leap of faith because I think this is all going to pay off.
And it's a little bit
and
like...
here we are.
Yeah. Well, in the song, it's like, was it my brothers beside me face the same obstacle?
Yeah.
We face the war together. So it's like you are...
Yeah.
Doing that and taking a leap of faith, but you're not alone in it.
Yeah, it's basically like we're either gonna wind up like fucking bums that said, "Oh, we almost made it." Or
you always found a way to bring in a comment about
family,
the band,
like the band,
like the 5
family.
and 1
Yeah.
in Feast.
Yeah, man,
And
like that was always the tone, and like it was an easy fit for me because like we touched on earlier, like I feel like Paul and Scott always had that camaraderie. From Jump Street, and me being like more of a guy that always played organized sports as a kid, whether it was like little league, football, soccer, or whatever, at whatever age, it was like you always saw the teams that were more successful like seemed to be better teammates, seemed to be closer, tight knit, like staying after practice to hang out or just work on your game, whatever. So it's like it transposes really well, whether you're like a jock or an athlete or whatever, like that mentality in whatever place you're in, like work, sports, music, whatever. It worked, and like them already having that mindset, me having that mindset, and then me getting really close with Steve, and then me and you getting closer, and Jay coming in getting closer. It was like it just was like building blocks, man. We all already had that mindset, but in a different way. So it was like, all right, man. I really felt like, all right, we always had our points where we would butt heads or like creative differences and all that shit, but like we all wanted the same thing. We all respected each other's talent. Like it was like a brotherhood, man. This shit was crazy.
Yeah. So we're coming up on the chorus. Like you said, people like the chorus.
Yeah.
A leap of faith, I'll take without a safety net. No one that catch me. I'm living in the hands of fate.
So the poppy stuff,
Yeah.
that was my filler stuff. Voices repeat my mistakes. What these for? A lot of when you listen to it front and back, the album, there's a lot of shaking I threw in there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shaking. I'm always saying shaking. My body shakes. And then the other one, there's something something about shaking. I think it's in Pixie or something.
Oh yeah. Shaking.
Yeah.
Shaking.
Yeah, I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
No, but I feel like it's for me. Anytime I use the word shaking, like not physically, oh my god, but I always felt like that
Shocked,
anxious or that
or like-
anxious feeling, like you
Yeah.
know, like when you drink coffee without eating anything, you're like super jittery and like apprehensive. Like
Right.
that was more like what I meant by shaking, like severe anxiety, like holy fuck.
And then and then right after this, it's pretty just this song.
This song, I'll be honest,
It's
like
very
even
just-
now, it's like all right, skip. Like,
Yeah,
boring.
yeah.
But the solo in the song is cool as shit. And do you remember like Steve and Scott used to do the thing where like Scott would start off doing the one part of the solo, playing it on his guitar, and then Steve would go in front of him and go on his knees and then put his guitar on his back, and then Scott would play the tapping part. Like a
Whoa,
piano.
I don't remember that at all.
You don't remember that?
No.
Yo, facts. Call Scott right now.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
It was awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because there's like a 2-part in the solo. I think like the first part is like riffing, and the second part is finger tapping. And for the tapping, we were like trying to think like, all right, what could we do beyond the, we couldn't backflip. So it was like, all right, we got kind of a karate kick down. We run around. Like, what else can we do, especially for this song that
For the
like
wow factor.
people like it, but we're not like thrilled by it. What can we do to spice it up?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember them doing that, and like, it probably like
That works.
it probably looked like so nuts to like, especially at that age. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
I remember thinking that shit was the coolest thing ever.
And what's good about the beginning of the song is that it's a pretty clean, perfect. Yeah,
It's really
very
catchy
just
little lead over.
standard. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not too, like you're saying, the other song's not too crazy. Where there's like two different is going on or something like that. It's
But
just.
I think that shows like the maturity at a young age too, though, to like for them to know like we don't need to like sweep or like riff this crazy thing over like the
Every song.
The song is more like just kind of nods, sing
Yeah.
along, like all right. Just
Would you call this a filler song?
I mean,
Now you probably would, but back then.
I mean, yes and no. Like if you look at it as far as like the energy levels it makes me feel, then yes. If you look at it in terms of like it's the most structured, so it can't be the filler. Like it's more structured than any other song on the album.
Yeah.
So like,
And it's the
I
most
think
recognized, like we were
I
saying.
think anybody like that's in the industry, if they were trying to get us across, like, yep, that's the one.
And you need to write more of those.
Yeah, like these parts are cool in these. Fuck this, fuck that, and do more of that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what you would get.
You shouldn't have. They probably like you shouldn't have one of these songs. You should have one of the other ones.
Exactly.
Yeah. We got another sponsor, guys, from New Jersey, Soul Emod. They are a company out of New Jersey, and they have bags and accessories, clothing, apparel, straight from South America, from Ecuador, based in New Jersey, imported from Ecuador, high quality goods, very durable, very fashionable for any type of occasion, handmade in Ecuador. They're on Shopify. They're on Facebook, facebook.com/SoulEmarNJ. That's SOLYMARNJ. They're on Instagram, SoulEmarNJ, SoulEmar. And make sure, if you guys ever go to the website, you ever buy anything, just mention in the notes section of your order, Timmy Good Tunes or Good Tunes or Idiot Box, anything like that, and we'll knock off 10% off your order. So make sure you go hit them up. It's a good sponsor of ours, SoulEmarNJ.
A leap of faith I'll take without a safety net. No one to catch me. I'll leave it in the hands of fate. I'll take the biggest risk that I will ever know. It's all or nothing. One chance to risk it all.
That's fucking awesome, dude. So like Jimi Hendrix tripped out.
I took a lot of breaks in that song.
Yeah.
Like we didn't fill it up with vocals and screams during the breakdowns or the solos and everything. It kind of let those breathe.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, it's a more of a relaxed song anyway.
It's like probably the most mature, just the least exciting.
Yeah. And now listening to the end of that solo.
Yeah.
That's very whatchamacallit?
Atreyu?
Very Atreyu.
Yeah, for sure. Because you think of like Lip Gloss and Black and Bleeding Mascara.
Yeah.
It's like
like I haven't listened to Triceratops because it's like the song that you always skip.
Yeah.
So like when I listen, I'm like, wow, I even forgot that part was in there, and it sounds like.
And that's
like,
why you forgot about like the little antics of it.
Because when that song would come on, I'd probably just even like right before we would play it, I'd probably just roll my eyes like, all right, we gotta get through this song.
Yeah, way to sell it for the crowd. Oh, he looks like he wants to be here. Oops. If I was doing the crowd myself, like, I'm gonna go smoke. I'll be back.
Sorry. So that's Triceratops. Any other thoughts? Any other?
I just want one of those T-shirts. If anybody out there has a large.
Yeah, send us. Take a photo of it. Send it to Roger directly, or take a photo of it and tag us in it or something.
I will take it off you myself with my teeth.
We'll trade you. One of these condom wrapped CDs.
Dude, I should send it in a condom
and
now.
You'd have to go find a CD player. You probably don't have one anymore, but you might have one in your car. What'd you say?
It's fun for throwing at little kids.
Yeah, you could do that too. It's got sharp corners.
Kick that kid in the stomach.
Yeah, it'll teach them a real lesson.
Yeah.
So
Shurikens.
So yeah, this has been Good Tunes. We've been going through the Gray. Stay tuned for the next episode. This was Triceratops. This is Roger Y. I'm Timmy Good Tunes. Like and subscribe. Tell all your friends. Let us know what you think. Thanks for coming.
Thanks
for
guys.
showing up.
Peace.